The following broadcast is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. Any non-personal retransmission of this broadcast without the express written consent of 412 Communications is hereby prohibited.
Hi friends, a most pleasant good evening to you wherever you may be, and welcome in to Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather Ray Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. History about to be made at Fred Rust Arena as the Niagara University Purple Eagles come into town for the first time ever to take on the University of Delaware Blue Hens and the half-century history of the program. James Witherite flying solo tonight on the DHN airwaves. As per usual for men's Division I action, Madeline Quick with the assist behind the scenes. Doing a fine job stepping into videography this season. Relatively new to hockey when the season began in September, and rock steady as they come now as we work our way to the end of 2022. Let's dive right in. To the Limestone Pension Associates pregame report here on Delaware Hockey Night. Some tough sledding for the Blue Hens of late. Only able to muster 1 point in their last 5 games, dropping a 4-3 thriller in overtime to Stony Brook on Sunday, but they certainly showed signs of life throughout that game. Chris Heitzhaus getting on the scoreboard. Justin Smith getting his first men's Division I goal. They're both in the lineup tonight on the fourth line, flanking Alex Infanger. It will be the Iron Man, Cody Diaz from Neenah, Wisconsin, Foundry City, centering the top combination, Ryan Rodriguez and Brian Ostrander, who had the game-tying goal for Delaware on Sunday. At the wings, Riley Donor, Ivan Sidoriak back at the blue line. They've combined for 18 points in 18 games played for Delaware so far this season. It will be Griffin Iglesias between the pipes, 3-4-0 on the season. Goals against average hovering just under 4. His save percentage just over 900 as the Hens take on their new conference rivals, the Niagara Purple Eagles, in the first of a 2-game set here at Fred Rust Arena. On the other side of the red line, Niagara, depth, 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 and more depth. 9 point-a-game players to this point in the season. Austin Robinson, both starting defensemen, Quinn Schneidmiller and Connor Loft, all 3 starting forwards, David Bunn, Ryland Clemens, David Christopher, Tristan Tyfair, Scott Person in point-a-game territory as well. In terms of leading goal scoring, Ryland Clemens holding that ground, 8 goals, 6 assists, flanked by David Bunn, 4 goals, 9 assists. David Christopher will center that top line. He's had 12 helpers along with his 4 goals in the season. Don't forget about Devin Sanders. We'll likely see him and Tyfair together on the second line. And it will be Grant Zell between the pipes. He's 4-2 on the year with a .292 goals against average and a save percentage of .915. 2 of the 3 Purple Eagles goaltenders sporting save percentages above 900. The Purple Eagles right now 9-7-0 in this 2022-23 ACHA season. Pre-game report brought to you by Limestone Pension Associates. Saving for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. A shout out to our good friends at Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue, and Sid's can bring the flavor of that good old-fashioned barbecue to your next team event, special occasion, family function, whatever the case may be. Pulled pork, brisket, barbecue chicken. They are absolutely tremendous and right in our backyard just in Claymont, Delaware. Of course, it's all brought to you here on Delaware Hockey Night by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Heather specializes in personal injury and workers' compensation cases, and she's available for consultation at 302-565-6132. When we come back, the Purple Eagles and the Blue Hens meet in a battle of the birds for the first time, not just this season, but for the first time in the half-century history of the Delaware Blue Hens hockey program. Puck drop, we're looking right around 9:15, maybe a few minutes north of that. We're in for a treat tonight as the Hens are starting to ramp back up. Can they topple the Purple Eagles? They'll get 2 chances to this weekend. We'll find out here on Delaware Hockey Night. It's brought to you by Heather A. Long. Don't go anywhere. Starting lineups will be next. Welcome back into Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. For the first time ever, the Niagara University Purple Eagles take on the Delaware Blue Hens in ACHA Men's Division I action. A live look inside Fred Rust Arena as both the Eagles and the Hens return from their dressing rooms. We're going to go right inside the glass for tonight's opening introductions. Once again, hockey fans, good evening and welcome to Fred Rust Arena on the campus of the University of Delaware. Tonight, the American Collegiate Hockey Association and the Eastern States Collegiate Hockey League present the first ever meeting between the Niagara University Purple Eagles and your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Let's meet tonight's starting lineups. For the Niagara University Purple Eagles, coached by Tom Moradian. Starting in goal, number 30, Grant Zell. On defense, number 5, Quinn Schneidmiller. And number 67, Connor Loft. At left wing, number 9, David Bunn. At right wing, number 10, Rylan Clemens. And starting at center, number 14, David Christopher. It's that time, Blue Hen Nation. Let's meet the starting six for your University of Delaware Blue Hens. Starting in goal, number 29, Griffin Iglesias. At left wing, number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. At right wing, number 26, Brian Ostrander. At center from Foundry City, number 37, Cody Diaz. And on defense, number 18, Riley Donor. And Delaware's own, number 20, Ivan Sidoriak. Your Blue Hens are coached by Todd Middlemeyer and Jason Bange. The on-ice officials for this evening's game, as appointed by the American Collegiate Hockey Association, are referees Doug Wood and John Poling, and linesmen Frank Solis and Mike Campbell. Fans, at this time, we ask that you please direct your attention to the American flag located directly above center ice as we honor the United States of America and those who defend this nation with the Star-Spangled Banner. Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rocket's red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the Pre-game festivities and formalities are behind us. Here we go, here we go. Or as we say in these hockey parts of the world, pitter patter, let's get at her. Cody Diaz taking the opening draw for Delaware across from David Christopher. 4 goals and 12 assists for number 14 in Niagara Purple this season. Cody Diaz has worked his way up from a part-timer to the top line. The Iron Man, we call him, from Foundry City, Neenah, Wisconsin. 3 goals, 4 assists so far this season. Meshing well with this Delaware Blue Hens side. First period action presented by First State Ice Hockey, committed to building the next generation of youth hockey players in and around Delaware under the philosophy of one state, one goal. Learn more about their classes, their clinics, their growing summer tournament program by visiting firststateicehockey.com. We are off at Fred Rust Arena. Connor Loft stopped at the Delaware blue line, gave the puck away. Here comes Sidoriak, headman pass, sails right beyond the reach of Ostrander. Rodriguez tried to tip it back to Ozzy at the near corner. Ostrander feeds to Donor. He lets one rip from the left point. That one is blocked away by Grant Zell into the near corner. Follow-up chance from Sidoriak. Was wide, but only just. Hens guns blazing to start this first period, and a puck out of play 33 seconds in gives us a pause in the action. Face-off will come to the right of Zell. Jake Nema in to take the draw for Delaware. Across from Devin Sanders, second line center for the Purple Eagles, as we will piece together the rest of this Niagara line combination throughout the course of the game. Coulter and Reda working together on D. Tristan Tyfair and Anthony Thurston holding down the wings on this second line for the Purple Eagles, who are pinned back in their own zone. Forechecking pressure from the Coloradan Luke Dosa. Merging with the puck up the left wing boards is Sanders. He puts on the brakes to try to draw Keller out of position. The feedback to Tyfair at the point given away. There's a shot from Dominic Guido, which was blocked at the top of the right circle. Rebound recovered by Person in the far corner, and he shovels this puck as far as center, where it's launched in by Christian Brunel from long range. Former Philadelphia junior flyer, along with Riley Donor, both defensemen who played under an absolute expert of the game in Coach Jerry Domish. Centering feed to Andrioli. His shot into Iglesias' pads, kick to the near corner. It's worked in close again by Andrioli. Deception from A.J. Campbell. Looked like he was dragging the puck in from the top of the left circle. Was not the case. This one goes over the back glass and out of play. 2 minutes have gone by. Alex Infanger, fourth line center. Between two of Sunday's 3-goal scorers for Delaware, Justin Smith and Chris Heitzhaus. Working play back up ice, but the Purple Eagles counterattack is just as quick. Infanger corrals a loose puck that Andrioli left behind at the far half wall. It comes back to Schneidmiller inside the Niagara zone. Cross ice breakout, connects with A.J. Campbell. Hard shot from the top of the right circle. Popped up into the netting and out of play. 2 minutes, 36 seconds gone here at Fred Rust Arena already. A fast-paced game so far. A lot of shots off goal on both sides to this point. And so far the puck has seen each zone on at least 3 occasions. Hens, of course, used to the Olympic-sized sheet of ice here at Fred Rust Arena. This called a high stick on the puck by John Poling, so this will come outside the zone. Of course, the Purple Eagles at Dwyer Arena playing on the conventional NHL-sized sheet of ice, so this will be a point of adjustment for them, but so far so good. One of the top 20 teams in ACHA Men's Division I play. They look to give the Blue Hens certainly a run for their money here tonight and tomorrow as well. Hens, on the other hand, looking to get back in the win column after dropping their last 5. Rodriguez angled to the near corner by Seth Coulter on his way back into the Niagara zone. Lost control of the puck. Here comes Coulter up the near boards, using Gilberts as a screen to enter. Drop pass, Gilberts' shot. Stick checked offline by Nima. Rodriguez clears. Clemens recovers at the Niagara blue line. Passes across to Davies, who feeds up the near boards to Bunn, but beyond his reach, Eric Mark, the Philadelphian, backhands it below the goal. Around to the far side, Clemens intercepts. This is left back to the right point, shot in by Scott Pearson. Defenseman with 4 goals and 11 assists on the year. He's averaging 1.5 points a game. He's seen 10 on-ice appearances for the Perps so far this season, but he was offline from long range. Brunel dumps the puck into the Niagara zone before heading off for a change. Mark leaves it to Jake Nima. Bunn's re-entry after stealing the puck is clean. Christopher with a wide shot from 40 feet, and the rebound is played into the stands over the glass by Nathan Reichel from Fort Erie, Ontario, thereabouts, in the far corner of his own zone. 4 minutes, 20 seconds have gone by here at Fred Rust Arena. Only 1 shot on goal for both teams, but a helter-skelter feeling out period between these two sides. It's a fast-paced contest thus far, exactly as we expected in the first ever meeting between these teams. Guido finds Luppy. Cross-ice pass to Meckel didn't connect on the zone entry. And this puck is recovered by David Christopher, but he absorbs an open ice check from Meckel. Bunn works it the rest of the way through neutral ice. Christopher, the forechecking pursuit. And here comes Luppy to Meckel back the other way. Meckel dumps the puck in. It's chased down by Luppy. He tried to feed one net front to Meckel to no avail. Sidoriak taking aim from the outside of the near circle. That made it on goal, but was turned aside by Zell. Schneidmiller in behind. To Tyfair. Backhand chance on the doorstep. Devin Sanders foiled by Griffin Iglesias. Sanders recovers at the far side. Play back in the neutral zone. Schneidmiller on the run from Heitzhaus. Connects up the near wall with Tyfair. Tristan Tyfair, 9 goals, 12 assists so far this season. Working together with Sanders and Thurston on the second Niagara line. Almost a 1-1A in terms of offensive productivity, those two lines. Sidoriak cleared, Heitzhaus pickpockets the puck, shot from 25 feet. Waffle boarded aside neatly by Zell. Solid Delaware chance just now as we come to the 6-minute mark of the first period. No score at Fred Rust Arena. The first half of a weekend series between the Blue Hens and the Purple Eagles. Niagara new to ESCHL competition. Coming in this year along with the University of Pittsburgh Panthers, against whom Delaware split to start the season. Here's Carson Andrioli to Tyfair up the left side, 2-on-3. Centering pass from Tyfair found Andrioli, but he was angled by Luce. The birthday boy, Jay Luce, to the near corner of the Delaware zone. Here the 24s collide. Coulter got an extra shove in on Luce as they collapse in a heap in the near corner. Rodriguez chips the puck out of harm's way. Diaz at the opposite side under 2-ply forechecking heat, can't get rid of it. He leaves it to Jay Luce to sky up the left boards. It's tipped by Rodriguez in from behind red, and this will come back an icing with 13:04 to go in the first period, and there is no score. Delaware Hockey Night is brought to you by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Heather specializes in personal injury and workers' compensation cases and is available for consultation at 302-565 61-32. The face-off came to the left of Griffin Iglesias. A delayed offside enabled Jay Luce to work all the way to center before pitchforking the puck the rest of the way down ice. He comes off for a change. Davies recovers. And in a sea of white and blue, he floats the puck high from center up the near side. It's brought down by Keller behind the Delaware goal. Played up the left to Reichel, on to Dosen. Drop past Reichel, give and go up the left wing boards. Dosen circles behind the net. Double team there. The puck is stripped from him by Reed Manning, recovered by Campbell. Cross ice feed, 3-on-1 for Niagara, and a goal. Lucas Fancy connects for the first Purple Eagles tally of the night. When you give up a 3-on-1, against a team as potent as Niagara. Bad things are bound to happen. Hens outnumbered in their own zone. Good puck movement across from Campbell to Fancy. And 7:37 into the contest. The Purple Eagles have taken the early lead. Niagara goal. His fourth of the season, scored by number 93, Lucas Fancy. Assisted by number 25, A.J. Campbell, and number 5, Quinn Schneidmiller. Time of the goal, 7 minutes, 37 seconds in the first period. Fancy from Campbell and Schneidmiller at 7:37. Infanger's shot the other way, tipped high over the crossbar. Scrap for a loose puck in front. Berg fires one in from 35 feet. That made it through. Zell with the save. David Bunn leads the re-entry for Niagara. Drop pass poked away by Rodriguez, thrown back in by Francesco Reda. With a delayed offside in effect, Berg takes his time. Heitzhaus feeds across to Jay Luce, who mishandled the puck just beyond center. Had time to chase it back down before Ryland Clemens played the body on him. Hens enter. The puck sails back the other direction. 2-on-2 for Niagara. Drop pass from Tyfair to Christopher. It's loose net front, and Christopher gets the Purple Eagles a second. Christopher and Tyfair coming in together. And we've got a second look at this one here. Fifth of the season for David Christopher. And oh my goodness gracious, 11 seconds go by and they get another. Crashing the net and opening fire there was defenseman Scott Person. Coming up with his third timeout, Delaware. Not even halfway through the first period. Timeout, Delaware. Niagara's second goal. Fifth of the season for number 14, David Christopher. Assisted by number 13, Tristan Tyfair. Time of the goal, 9 minutes 40 seconds in the first period. Christopher's fifth from Tyfair at 9:40. Niagara's third goal, fifth of the season for number 28, Scott Person. Assisted by number 23, Devin Sanders, and number 13, Tristan Tyfair. Time of the goal, 9 minutes 50 seconds in the first period. Person's fifth from Sanders and Tyfair at 9:50. So a rapid fire onslaught from the Eagles. Has given them a 3-0 lead at the midpoint of the first period. Todd Mittelmeyer opting to use his timeout early in hopes to shift the momentum in the Blue Hens' direction. A couple odd man breaks. A D-zone giveaway, and here we are. Those net front breakdowns, something that put Delaware in trouble against Stony Brook in the first half of their series last weekend. Luppy does get a shot on goal. Heads off for a change. Puck covered by Grant Zell. Turned back up ice, held in at the point by Loft. He's double teamed by Smith and Infanger right in front of the Delaware bench. The Eagles lose the zone. Last to tag up was Campbell. Loose recovers for Delaware in the far corner to Berg up the near side, Chris Heitzhaus. Couldn't track the puck down. Andrioli recovered at center for the Eagles. Cross ice feed to Campbell from Coulter. Shot was wide, off the corner glass and out of play with 8:37 to go in the first period. Planning for retirement doesn't just happen overnight. For 35 years, Limestone Pension Associates has helped small businesses plan and administer, craft and administer pension plans for their workforces. Learn more at limestonepension.net. Proud partners of Delaware Hockey Night. Rodriguez gets a few extra shoves from Coulter deep. Delayed offside the other way. Here's Rodriguez again trying to split the wickets. He gets mauled in the slot, but he was trailed in by Ostrander. Ostrander throws the puck toward the cage. It sneaks behind. Diaz couldn't block the puck down behind the goal as it's now cleared up the near wall by Coulter. Ahead to Campbell, but just beyond his reach. Campbell dodges a check from Keller working below the cage. Stepping up at the far half wall to maintain was Scott Person, last of the three Niagara goal scorers to this point in the hockey game. Brunel, hassled by Campbell, works the puck free. Nathan Reichel over center in a 1-on-3. Gains the line, backhands the puck in deep. Changing of the guard for the Hens with 7.5 minutes, just under that left in the first period, which has seen the Niagara Purple Eagles shift into complete domination from the Dodds Inn. 2-on-2, Reichel and Nima. Dosen joins the rush, drop pass to Nima. Shot from the top of the left circle. Glanced off the left toe of Zell to the near corner. Sixth Delaware shot on goal, turned aside. Dosen steals the puck, walks back in. Nima, shot, right in Zell's breadbasket. Sidoriak, rebound chance, it's loose in front. Zell with another stop. This is cleared from high in the zone by Schneidmiller. Recovered by Sidoriak in Delaware territory. Dosen absorbs a Schneidmiller check at center. Connects now with Luppy, who drops back inside his line and tries to rocket one to Nima, but this will come back in icing with 6:26 to go in the first period. Niagara with a 3-0 lead and an attacking zone face-off coming their way. Hens do control the D-zone draw. Nima brings the puck to the line. Now it's advanced by Berg to Dosen. Tipped in behind the Niagara goal, where Loft leaves it to Schneidmiller. Cross-ice pass finds Christopher. Worked up the far boards and in by Bunn. The headman feed to Nicholas Porterfield. Yielded a wide shot. And the puck rebounds all the way back to the near corner of the Niagara end. Rodriguez couldn't get to a centering feed from Meckel. Loose controls the puck deep in the Delaware zone. He plays it up the far boards to Ryan Roy Rogers Rodriguez. 12 goals, 10 assists. Leading scorer for the Hens. Couldn't center to Guido this time. As Middlemeyer's changed up the lines already to try to get this offensive firepower at least together to make something happen. It's really going to be a matter of what combinations have the chemistry they need to produce. Now Diaz is back on with Rodriguez and Ostrander. Play action behind the net. Diaz heading up the near side for a stretch pass. Berg couldn't connect with him. It was intercepted and plays ruled offside. Diaz won the neutral zone draw. Brunel found the stick of Rodriguez, which up the left wall tipped the puck deep into the Niagara end. Diaz is taken down, and he is very slow to get up. He regains his footing somehow 6 seconds later. Tried to play the body. Chases down a loose puck thrown in by Brunel from the left point. Rodriguez sweeps in to maintain. Back high it goes. It bounces over Brunel's stick back to center. Brunel waits for Rodriguez to tag up before gaining center, throwing the puck in from long range off Zell's leg pads. 4:17 to go in the first period of a 3-0 hockey game, advantage Niagara. Samuel Davies won a race for a loose puck, flipped it behind the Delaware goal line, where Ivan Sidoriak finds Heightshouse, but Davies protects the left point as Heightshouse, the Buffalonian himself, tried to advance the puck out of Delaware's end. Reed Manning puts one on a T net front, corralled by Sidoriak, advanced across ice to Smith. His feet are taken out from under him as he and Person collide in front of the scorer's table. Puck ends up in the Niagara zone below their goal, where Davies started it up the other way. D to Person. Stretch pass beyond Campbell's reach, comes back and icing. With 3 minutes and 33 seconds to go in the first period, it's 3-0. Advantage the Purple Eagles of Niagara. Make a truly all-American meal the centerpiece of your next team event or special occasion. Since Barbecue and Jerky in nearby Claymont, Delaware, can cater your next group event, offering pulled pork brisket and barbecue chicken on a daily basis, along with a variety of sauces and sides, sure to please any appetite. Visit Sid's at Suite C26 in the Tri-State Industrial Center on Ridge Road in Claymont, open for takeaway lunch Monday through Saturday, or to place a catering order, call 302-439-4937 or visit sidsbbqandjerky.com. Final 190 seconds of the first period upon us here at Fred Rust Arena. And so far, the first meeting between the Purple Eagles and the Blue Hens has gone Niagara's way. Schneidmiller behind his own goal. Left the puck to Gilberts. Who dances around Nima before flipping the puck ahead to Campbell. Shot, stick checked up into the netting by Berg. And that gives us a break in the action with 2:43 to go in the first. Shot was stick checked, so the faceoff's going to stay inside. And to the right of Griffin Iglesias. Only 5 shots on goal for Niagara, but man, have they made them count. Nima pleading his case that the face-off should come outside. Doug Wood reciting the rule book probably word for word to explain the situation. Doug Wood's had a long, storied journeyman officiating career. Refereed in the East Coast Hockey League, the United Hockey League, worked a few Kelly Cups, and the native of Irwin, Pennsylvania, who was a goalie in his days at Gannon University in Erie, will be hanging up the bands and the skates in just a couple months. And we certainly wish Doug all the best in retirement, which will begin for him in early 2023. Loose to Reichel in the far corner. Back it comes to Loose, D-to-D feed to Keller off his skate. He chases the puck down to the near half boards. 2 minutes minus a few ticks to go in the first period. Blue Hens trying to just get to this first intermission unscathed, and they'll regroup in the dressing room and try to come back with 40 solid minutes of hockey. Luke Doson's shot popped up into the atmosphere by Zell off his waffle board. Reichel backhands this puck into the netting out of play with 95 seconds to go in first period action. Both teams will change up, and the face-off is spotted in neutral territory. It went off Reichel's stick unabated, so territory is lost for the Blue Hens as a result. And Cody Diaz is in for the draw across from Christopher. He launches this puck into the far corner of the Niagara zone, where it is recovered by Coulter. Now worked up ice by Christopher, dug out of his skates by Diaz, and flipped in once again. Final 80 seconds of the first period. Clemens, cross-ice feed, finds Bunn, who enters the Delaware end up the near side. Keller stayed with him to force a hurry-up shot that was easily handled by Iglesias. Rodriguez comes down with the puck and accelerates up the near side. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Bunn again in the near corner. Dodges a check. Diaz recovers the puck for the Hens. Here's Sidoriak lining up a shot from the right point. It was blocked offline. Ostrander net front. Couldn't get a stick on it for the redirect. Rodriguez blocked from close range. This is cleared out, launched in by Meckel. Play was offside momentarily. Rodriguez tagged back up, and the Eagles got themselves a free pass. Clemens and Sidoriak meet at the Delaware blue line right in front of us. Luppy bodied off the puck by Coulter at center. Odd man breakaway here. Not a breakaway, but an odd man rush, I should say, for Niagara. The Clemens shot was wide. There's a chance on the doorstep from Tyfair, which Griffin Iglesias was able to block down. Davies sets up a one-timer far side, and with a second and a half to go in the first period, Iglesias hangs on. Face-off coming to the left of Griffin Iglesias, who's starting to find a rhythm. But is it too little too late in this first period? Horn sounds after the draw, and that will do it for the first 20 minutes. The score through one period: Niagara University Purple Eagles 3, Delaware Blue Hens 0. We'll be back on Delaware Hockey Night after the first intermission. There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area, and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning. and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
Watching the game or tailgating with friends? Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagie's party trays and sampler platters. There is no bigger crowd pleaser than Primo Hoagies, made only with the highest quality Thuman's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and save yourself the prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
It's time for the second period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you, Norm Borg. Welcome back into Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. Niagara's Purple Eagles out guns blazing to a 3-0 first period lead over the Delaware Blue Hens. The last of those goals that net front put away, or rather that was the second goal from David Christopher. We'll give you a look at the last of them. Just 10 seconds later, loose puck in the slot, stepping up for his 5th of the season, defenseman Scott Person, to make this a 3-0 hockey game through 20. Second period action brought to you by the Hooper family, longtime supporters of University of Delaware Blue Hens hockey and of tonight's coverage of the Delaware Men's Division I team taking on the Niagara Purple Eagles. Niagara in their away purple sweaters. Moving left to right here in second period play. Delaware in their home whites. Blue sleeves, pants, and helmets moving right to left. After giving up 3 in the first period, they will try to mount a rally here in the last 40 minutes. We'll see how they regrouped during the intermission. Rodriguez, Ostrander, Diaz staying on together. The imposing presence of Jay Luce on defense alongside Daniel Berg. Reda works the right point to Gilbert's in the corner. This is taken away by Ryan Rodriguez, tipped toward Diaz, icing waved off as Diaz and Robinson converge. In the near corner of the Niagara zone, Gilberts brings it back the other direction. He gains the blue line, flips the puck behind the Delaware goal. It caroms to the near corner where a two-a-side battle develops. Both 24s, Coulter and Luce, are there alongside Lucas Fancy. He moves the puck away, and Diaz looked like he caught a stick up high, and he is down in the corner. 98 seconds into the second period. That's the second time Luce, or rather Diaz, was slow to get up here today. Diaz was forced to head to the bench. Nima will take his place for the D-zone faceoff. Nima comes up with the face-off win. Person failed to hold the point. Berg through traffic, slowed up at the blue line by a David Christopher poke check. Luce can't clear. Clemens blocked that puck in. Clemens net front, canceled out by Berg. Luce plays the body on Bunn in the near corner. Puck rolls out the opposite side, and this will, with all likelihood, come back an icing against the Blue Hens. 2 minutes and 17 seconds gone in this second period of action. Friends, if you're like me, healthy living is important, and Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help you and your family stay healthy at home with periodic sanitization and disinfecting of your trash and recycling bins. They come right to your driveway, and they use high-pressure hot water jets to instantly kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria that accumulate in your trash and recycling bins. Schedule your first cleaning at DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. They cover Newcastle and Kent County, and they make weekly trips to most all towns. Certainly recommend it. DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com. Centering pass from Bunn intended for Clemens was intercepted by Reichel. He and Nima race forward together, give and go. Reichel on the doorstep, pad save by Zell, denies him right on the welcome mat. Keller lost the zone after being fed the puck at center point. He rolls it in up the far boards. Nima heads off. Guido comes on. And Schneidmiller carries the puck to his own blue line, bothered by Dosen. And this will come back an icing with 16 and change to go in the second period. Guido won the draw over Christopher at the far dot. Sidoriak shovels this puck in deep. And John Poling ruled it was off the back netting and out of play. Face off again to the left of Zell. Guido and Sanders meeting over the dot. Guido threw the puck toward the blue paint around Zell. And this rings off the rafters, coming back the other way. Another Sanders face-off, this time across from Alex Infanger. Hens could change, Perps could not. Purple Eagles, tired legs notwithstanding, regained the zone. The shot from Francesco Reda was steered wide from 40 feet. Reda gets this back, throws it off the end boards. It bounces to in front of the Niagara bench, where it's backhanded in deep by Seth Coulter again. Battle for a loose puck develops in the near corner. Donor and Sanders at the center of that. Sanders tries to run the gauntlet behind the cage. A shoulder check from Sidoriak slows him up. This will be an icing against Delaware as they try to gain some space with 15 and a half minutes to go in the second period. Niagara yet to register a shot on goal here in the second. And this draw will come back to the left of Griffin Iglesias. Manning and Infanger square off, and Sidoriak works this puck clear, fourth line, forced to stay on after the icing. Sidoriak dipsy doodles through traffic, throws one into the slot. Heitzhaus couldn't bring it down from 25 feet away. In desperation, he swats the puck away from the reach of Manning. It rolls behind the goal again to the near corner, where Reed Manning's got more time and space this time. He left it back in the zone to Person. Andrioli to Davies in the far corner. Loose steps up, protects the zone 15 feet inside the line. Ostrander with the loose puck in the corner. Bounces it behind the goal over the stick of Rodriguez. It rolls to Jay Luce once again at the near point. Now tied up a little bit deeper in by Andrioli. Recovered by Diaz. Didn't get good contact on the shot attempt. Davies pickpockets it in the mid slot. Rifles this puck down ice, where the other three, Daniel Berg, turns on the Jets to get past A.J. Campbell. Into the zone he comes. Person lays the hip down on him, takes his feet out from under him. And Berg went tumbling in a heap in the far corner. He's going to need medical attention with 14:26 to go in the second period. And Person heading right to the penalty box. For what will be the first primo power play of the game for Delaware. Berg yet to get back on his feet. And with all likelihood, the Hens will be down to 6D. As Daniel Berg very gingerly is helped up by Diaz and Rodriguez, and he'll head behind the bench. For further care. Captain's getting the explanation of what all will go down. And as they do that, we'll tell you of the new gold standard for digital media solutions for small businesses. 412 Communications offers web and graphic design, social media consultation, public relations, writing and editing services, multimedia solutions, like the broadcast you are watching right now, and more. Visit 412communications.com to learn how they can help your brand build bridges with the people you serve. The rare clipping penalty. Teeing up. The first primo power play of the game for the Blue Hens. You too can score on the primo power play. Visit your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike, in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your party tray online at primohoagies.com. Niagara penalty assessed to number 28, Scott Person. 5 minutes for clipping. Time of the penalty, 5 minutes 34 seconds in the second period. Person, 5 minutes for clipping at 5:34. Turkey's on the table for the Blue Hens. They can score at will on this power play and not lose a man right there. A beautiful save by Iglesias, denying Thurston from close range. Guido stepping up, fanned on the one-timer set up from Sidoriak across ice. This is cleared beyond Luppy's reach at the far point, and Ryan Luppy, along with Sidoriak, ends up back behind his own goal. To start the chase for the first Delaware tally of the game, Rodriguez to Dosen behind the cage. Dosen pinned to the near wall by Coulter just at the corner. There's a shot in from Donor from just inside the blue line. Sticked away by Zell. To his side, they battle for the rebound. Donor again protects the point. Shot blocked. It comes back to Ostrander. His shot is blocked as well. And Lucas Fancy stick handles beyond center, gets just shy of the Delaware blue line before lofting the puck in and hustling across 100 feet to the bench for a change. 2 minutes nearly of this major penalty on Person for clipping have gone by. Delaware with just one shot on this power play so far, and they're trailing the Niagara University Purple Eagles 3-0 as we come to the 8-minute mark of the second period. Rodriguez's shot bothered by a check in neutral territory. Donor preserves the right point, fires the puck across ice. It ricochets into the path of Ostrander. Rodriguez denied on the welcome mat off the setup from Dosen, and a dislodged net gives us a chance to catch our breath with 12:04 to go in the second period. 2:38 on the power play clock, but the Niagara Purple Eagles, backstopped by some stellar goaltending from Grant Zell, holding down a 3-0 lead over the Hens. Nima and Sanders meet at the far dot. Dominic Guido launches a shot off the back glass from 60. Luppy holds the rebound. He stick handles up the far boards. Sidoriak stepping up to the dot near his side. Shot was blocked, so was Luppy's from closer in. Nima, cross ice feed, trying to find Guido at the far side where space availed. That pass was blocked. And Andrioli from just above his own blue line clears. 2 minutes left on this major power play for Delaware. But a strong Niagara penalty kill has stood in the Hens' way. In comes Guido. Luppy, backhand on the doorstep, sails right past Pat Neckel to Nima in the near corner. This is shoveled free by Samuel Davies from a congested slot. Puck in close again. It was tipped forward by Zell, and then Davies sent it the rest of the way. Dosen leads the re-entry. Ostrander to Donor, back to Ostrander it comes. To Diaz, working the outside of the near circle. Across to Dosen via Donor. Dosen mishandled the puck, had to roll it below the goal. Rodriguez, the sweeper behind. Comes out to the right dot, finds Riley Donor. He launches a shot in from long distance. It's blocked too by Quinn Schneidmiller. A lot of blocked shots in this Niagara penalty kill. I'd say probably about 5 or 6. Final 45 seconds of the Delaware power play. They've gotten 2 shots on goal. They've had a goodly number of shots blocked. And the Purple Eagles are generating a shorthanded 2-on-1. Taking aim from close was Tyfair. And Iglesias makes the save with 9:54 to go in the second period. We'll take you back to that save from earlier. Thurston forced Iglesias to cross post to post. And he came up with a key save, denying Niagara a fourth earlier in the second period. Guido gives way to Tyfair's forechecking pressure. Tristan Tyfair ultimately lost control of the puck in the Delaware zone. It comes back to him via a long stretch pass. He couldn't drop it cleanly to Christopher. It was intercepted by Luce. And the entirety of the person penalty was killed off, with the Blue Hens making nary a dent into the Purple Eagles' 3-0 advantage. Keller works the puck up the far side. Here comes Jake Nema leading a 2-on-2. Nema angled to the near corner by Coulter. Throws the puck in from an awkward angle. It bounced off the frame of the net. Keller hustles to center point to maintain the zone. Shot through traffic was blocked by Reda. Bun the other direction. 3-on-2 for Niagara. Trying to catch Delaware in the midst of a change, and they do. Christopher scores off a centering pass. And it's now 4-0 Purple Eagles. Tic-tac-toe through the slot. And the Perps continue to assert here at Fred Rust Arena. Niagara goal, his 6th of the season and 2nd of the game. Scored by number 14, David Christopher. Assisted by number 13, Tristan Tyfair, and number 9, David Bunn. Time of the goal, 11 minutes, 24 seconds in the second period. Christopher's 6th, 2nd of the game, from Tyfair and Bunn at 11:24. Another stop by Iglesias will give you another look at Christopher's 2nd goal. David Bunn with a drop pass to Tyfair, who's centered to Christopher. He's got 6 on the year, 2 on the night, and his Purple Eagles will get another attacking zone draw as this puck goes out of play off a Hen's stick. Eight and change to go in the second. And the Purple Eagles tour de force continues. Davies held center point after Gilberts was nearly checked off the puck. In comes Ostrander. This is called offside as Rodriguez absorbs a check. Faceoff came back above the Niagara blue line, which Diaz won, and Rodriguez led the re-entry up the near side. Ostrander to Rodriguez. Centering pass intended for Diaz, crashing the net, was tipped offline by Schneidmiller. And this is called offside, and chaos ensues in the far corner after play was blown offside. A shot came in. Hens protecting their goalie. The fans would like a misconduct. I don't know if they'll be so fortunate with play offside. The face-off with 7:18 to go in the second period. Will come back above the Delaware line. No penalties to be issued as a result of the shot after the whistle or the scrum that followed. This chance from Berg tipped up into the netting. Remains in the Niagara zone after the Meckel face-off win. Ryan Luppe hassled by Schneidmiller in the far corner. Lost control of the puck. Loft absorbs a high check from Guido directly behind the cage. Thurston plays the body on Meckel. Guido reemerges with the puck. He tried to set up Meckel from 15 feet, but the shot was off target. It was a little bit rushed. Guido working below the goal. Throws one through a mess of players directly in front. Loose. Works a puck in low. Meckel took high contact. He is slow to get up. Meanwhile, Sanders the other way in a 1-on-2. Hassled by Loose, stripped of the puck. It's recovered by Nima deep in Delaware territory. 6 and change to go in the second period. Purple Eagles with a 4-0 lead over the Blue Hens, who try as they might can't generate anything in the Eagles zone. Coulter found Andrioli on a stretch pass. Andrioli knocked off his feet by Reichel at the far dot. Zone protected. Coulter lines up a shot from the top of the right circle, caught and held by Iglesias. And that gives us a pause in play with 5:55 to go in the second period. It's 4-0 Purple Eagles with a stout and solid lead. Watching the game on Delaware Hockey Night or tailgating with friends at Fred Rust Arena? It matters not. Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagie's party trays and sampler platters. There is no bigger crowd pleaser than Primo Hoagie's, made only with the highest quality Thuman's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and save yourself the prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your next party tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo. Another rapid fire shot, another save by Griffin Iglesias. Here, he denies Reed Manning, who let one rip from the right dot. Iglesias hugs the post, falls on the puck. With 5:32 to go in the second period. Play restarts. At the point, another scrum net front. After Iglesias falls on the puck, coming up with another couple rapid fire saves. And at some point, Doug Wood and John Poling are going to have to step in, say enough, and start handing out 10s. Because it's bound to boil over at the current rate. It's getting physical down low. And now Tim Moradian comes down from the Niagara bench to have a chat with John Poling about something. What, we're not exactly sure. And now John Looked like he was going to go relay the same to Todd Mittelmeyer, but play continues right away. Heightshouse lost his footing off the draw. Infanger bodied into the Niagara bench, and this will come back an icing against the Blue Hens. So Infanger's line must remain on. Davies held the point. Person, hard shot from the top of the right circle, missed the near post. Maintained by Manning below the goal for Niagara. Final 5 minutes of the second period. Purple Eagles 4, Blue Hens 0. The H.A. Campbell shot, stick check high by Infanger, rolls to the far corner where Keller couldn't bring it down. David Christopher, Niagara captain, with 2 goals so far tonight, maintaining the Perps' momentum, and Davies regaining it for Niagara as play comes back into the neutral zone. Bunn tries to crash forward, couldn't set up Christopher for a hat trick chance as Keller and Brunel teamed up to recover for the Hens. Clemens couldn't float the puck to Bunn in the high slot cleanly. That pass intercepted. Iglesias steadies from behind his own goal. His Blue Hens looking to erase a 4-0 deficit that they've been driven into by Niagara. 2 goals from Christopher, 1 from Person, 1 from Fancy. Heightshouse, angled to the near side, gets a shot away from the top of the left circle after gaining the Niagara zone. Grant Zell with his 15th save on as many shots faced. Sidoriak's follow-up chance under pressure from Bunn was directed wide. Guido in the slot, Rodriguez, stick-on-stick contact. Guido's follow-up, a glove save by Grant Zell, a beauty of 1-2, keeping the Hens scoreless. Let's see this again. Diaz. It was Cody Diaz who let one go from the dot, not Dominic Guido. And now in for this attacking zone faceoff. Diaz canceled out by Christopher. Puck into the Niagara bench area gives us a pause with 3:35 to go in the second period. And the faceoff will come just in front of the Purple Eagles bench. Grant Zell flashing the leather, denying Cody Diaz from just inside the house. There's no icing here. Foot race for a loose puck behind the Niagara goal. Swatted by Zell up the far side. Ostrander and Rodriguez both pursuing. Diaz on with them. Breakout intercepted by Sidoriak, who turned a high shot in from 50. Batted down by Zell. Donor with a follow-up from the left point. That one sticked into the corner by Zell. And as the net is knocked off its moorings by the left skate of Grant Zell. Play is halted again with 2:45 to go in the second period. Hens will get themselves an attacking zone draw out of it. The Niagara net budging a little too easily, it seems, here in the second period. And the face-off to Grant Zell's left. False start off the draw. Looked as though Gilbert's got a little bit of an early jump over the dot. Second time a charm for Tyler Gilberts. Winning the draw. Coulter to Gilberts, finds him at center. Gilberts tipped the puck into the Delaware zone, where it's caromed out the near side by Berg. Hey, he's back, wouldn't you know it? Good to see Daniel Berg continuing on after he was clipped early in the period by Person. Puck is tied up over the left shoulder of Zell, who's just been stellar in net for the Purple Eagles tonight. Emerging, Guido turns and shoots. Zell with save 19. To the final 2 minutes of the second period we go. Fancy puts the brakes on, tries to stretch one up ice to Gilberts. That pass broken up. Nima gains center before launching the puck deep into the Niagara zone once again. He comes off for a change. Stretch pass the other way. Sanders couldn't control the puck. It's gloved down by Griffin Iglesias for a break in the action with 99 seconds to go in the second period. Delaware yet to make any inroads on this 4-0 Niagara lead. Tyfair with a quick shot off the draw was off his line. Thurston to Tyfair at the base of the Niagara bench is bodied away by Dosen. Those two tied up. Meanwhile, Person steps up looking for his second. He was denied once again by Griffin Iglesias, who's finding better rhythm here in the second period. 1 minute, 15 seconds to go. Both teams will get some fresh legs on. The face-off will come to Iglesias' right. Ostrander took that check awkwardly in front of the Niagara bench. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. Tyfair across to Thurston in neutral territory. Thurston walks over the blue line, flips the puck in behind the Delaware goal. Sidoriak the other direction. Tried to find Rodriguez. Stretch pass broken up by Loft right at the stripe. Tyfair crashed the net, got a shove from astern, and was flipped over the back of Iglesias. And play is halted by John Poling as such. Faceoff's going to come outside, running into the goalie. Luppy pleading his case, wanting a power play, but not to be, no malicious intent. And the Eagles lose the zone anyway. Here's Ivan Sidoriak streaking up ice, drops the puck off to Guido. Shot from the top of the left circle. Looked like it was just wide of the corner. Final 15 seconds of the second period. Luppy drives Bunn into the Delaware bench. He gets a couple extra shoves. Sidoriak checked off the puck by Clemens, who couldn't center it to Bunn. It's taken away by Luppy. The horn sounds and the second period ends. The score through 2 periods: Niagara University Purple Eagles 4, Delaware Blue Hens 0. We'll be back on DHN after the second intermission.
Think about it. The trash and recycling bins in our homes, even with normal use, are places where harmful bacteria like Salmonella and E. coli can multiply by the thousands. But like anyone, you want to keep your home and your family as healthy as possible. Delaware Trash Can Cleaning can help. They sanitize your trash cans with high-pressure hot water jets that can kill over 99% of the germs and bacteria in your cans in just a few minutes. To schedule your first cleaning, call 302-310-9075 or visit DelawareTrashCanCleaning.com.
Watching the game or tailgating with friends? Score big and serve in style with Primo Hoagies party trays and sampler platters. There is no bigger crowd pleaser than Primo Hoagies, made only with the highest quality Thuman's meats and cheese, sliced fresh to order and served on Primo's award-winning seeded rolls. You get the best tasting hoagies in the area and save yourself the prep time. Stop into your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies on Baltimore Pike in Kennett Square, Pennsylvania, or order your tray online at primohoagies.com. It's not just a hoagie, it's a Primo.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
Let's face it, saving for retirement doesn't happen overnight. It takes planning, and Limestone Pension Associates has spent the past 35 years helping small businesses do just that. Limestone specializes in crafting, planning, and handling the day-to-day administration of qualified pension plans tailor-fit to your company's needs and objectives. To schedule a consultation, call 302-479-8817 or visit limestonepension.net to learn more.
It's time for the third period. Let's head back upstairs to James Witherite.
Thank you so much, Norm Borg. Welcome back into Delaware Hockey Night, presented by Heather A. Long, partner of Kimmel Carter, your Delaware injury lawyers. It's also brought to you by 412 Communications, Delaware Trash Can Cleaning, your local neighborhood Primo Hoagies, Limestone Pension Associates, Sid's Barbecue and Jerky, and First State Ice Hockey. Sponsorship opportunities are available. To learn more, email James at 412communications.com. Set to go for the third period. From Fred Rust Arena, which reaches a fever pitch as the Delaware Blue Hens will try to claw their way back from a 4-0 deficit through the first 40 minutes. 2 of those Niagara goals off the stick of David Christopher, first line center. And play quickly halted just 11 seconds into the third. Icing against Niagara. Nima won the attacking zone draw, dishes the puck to Reichel in the far corner. He backhands it low again to Nima. Nima hassled by Christopher. The captains converge in the far corner. Dosen tried to put on the brakes at the half wall. Donor was drawn outside the line, so the Hens are forced to tag up, and that gives Loft time to counter. This volleyed back in by Reichel. Product of Fort Erie, Ontario, thereabouts. Not far from Niagara University. Just across the Peace Bridge, in fact. Here's the birthday boy, Jay Luce, up the right wing boards. Reaching in to slow him up was Reda, but the centering pass made it to Sidoriak. Couldn't get stick on puck. Rodriguez on the doorstep with a shot turned aside by Zell. Follow-up no good, and Zell makes another save on the doorstep. 80 seconds in to this third period. We'll look back at that rapid-fire exchange. Long shot in from Jay Luce, and the follow-up too. Rodriguez on the welcome mat. Canceled out by another Grant Zell save, his 22nd on as many shots faced so far tonight. Backstopping Niagara. Iglesias paddles a puck down, cutting through the blue paint. It was recovered by Andrioli in the far corner for Niagara. Now worked to Campbell. Taken away by Berg. Up the middle, he finds Ostrander. He flips the puck into the far corner, heading off for a change. Diaz crashing the net. The intended recipient of a centering pass from Rodriguez from the corner, but it was broken up, and A.J. Campbell races back the other way in a 2-on-2. He centered to Coulter. He couldn't get stick on puck in the slot. This cleared out of a hot kitchen by Pat Meckel. Pushed up the near side by Diaz, but not out as Andrioli maintains the left point for the Purple Eagles. Thurston to Davies. Steadied by Sanders. Walked in by the accelerating Thurston. He stays with the puck, gets a shot away in the high slot, but he cleared the crossbar from 34 feet away. Person came in from the top of the right circle, lost his shot lane. Sidoriak clears. 2-on-2 for the Hens. Meckel slowed up by Davies mid-zone. Loose puck picked up by Sanders. It was flipped ahead to him by Tyfair. Tristan Tyfair in the near corner. Again below the goal, finds Sanders. He was double teamed. Back it comes to Ty Fair. Lifting his stick from astern was Jack Keller. Couldn't slow him up amply. And Sanders holds the zone. Sanders works the perimeter. This puck left high to Davies. Off the stick of Thurston. Person winds up. Shot blocked by Meckel. Person gets it back at the top of the left circle. Meckel hobbling about, staying with the play. To Thurston, one-timer from Person, popped up in the air by Griffin Iglesias as we come to the 4-minute mark of the third period. And Niagara with a 4-0 lead over the Delaware Blue Hens. Sanders takes aim, Iglesias holds, and we'll take a look right now at the rest of this weekend's schedule on DHN TV. Tomorrow at 3:45 p.m., the rematch of the Blue Hens and the Purple Eagles Sunday afternoon. The University of Delaware women's team will take on Rowan in their 2022 finale. Game time listed at 3:15 p.m. Puck drop will be closer to 3:30. Another frozen puck under Griffin Iglesias with 15:48 to go in regulation. And another D-zone face-off for the Blue Hens. As the fancy Gilberts-Robinson combination comes on. Shot off the draw was high and wide. Loft and Schneidmiller back in their own end. Connor Loft posts up behind netminder Grant Zell, who's had a heck of a night. 22 shots, 22 saves. Stretch pass evades Gilberts, but he won the race to the goal line over Berg to cancel out the icing. Berg recovers a loose puck at the near dot, races past Robinson, flips it to his left, and Smith. Shot was wide. Heitzhaus gives the puck away in the near corner to Schneidmiller. Sidoriak recovers at center off his backhand, flips this back in behind the Niagara goal. Tipped out of the reach of Reichel by Reda. To the far side it goes. Donor couldn't hold the zone. Robinson punches the puck beyond his reach. Hustled down by Sidoriak deep in the Delaware end. It comes to Reda at the left point. He deeks past Dosen. Shot was well off its intended line. Donor corrals the rebound as it ricochets off the back glass. Reichel walking back in. First game back for Nathan Reichel. He was out for a fairly lengthy period of time. Was it an upper body injury? Upper body injury for Reichel. This is first game back in action. Here he tries to pop one in net front, and it's skied over the glass and out. 14:17 to go in regulation. Hens trying to generate chances. But so far failing. Sidoriak hustles back to his own line. Reichel sets up Dosen, who absorbs an open ice check from Coulter and now is hauled down by Clemens in a race for the puck in the far corner. This is another icing against the Purple Eagles. There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork brisket and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, open Monday through Saturday for takeaway lunch, or place your next catering order at Sid's Barbecue and Jerky. Make that Sid's BBQ and Jerky.com to make sure you enter that URL correctly in your browser of choice. Christopher, he's got 2 on the day so far. Kept high by Mark, got a long shot away. This steadied by Iglesias for a stoppage. Mike Campbell spots the face-off to the right of Griffin Iglesias. Diaz and Manning in for the draw. The Ironman Cody Diaz wins the face-off. And this appears offside. So the face-off moves up ice about 45 or 50 feet. And Christian Brunel winds up with a shot from the high slot right into Zell's pads. Nobody there to play the rebound. Ostrander net front. Net came off amid an imminent scoring chance. And Doug Wood signals a penalty with 13:12 to go in regulation. We'll see what he's got. Does he? Looked as though he had called a penalty, but yes, he has. It's against Grant Zell. But for what, we'll find out. We'll get it from off-ice official Erica Schultz shortly. So the Blue Hens are on a primo power play. We don't have the power play clock for you, unfortunately. But we do have the particulars on what happened. Niagara penalty assessed to number 30, Grant Zell. 2 minutes for tripping. Time of the penalty, 13 minutes, 11 seconds. Correction, 6 minutes, 48 seconds in the third period. Again, Zell, minor for tripping at 6:48. As you see in the top corner of your screen, we're 8 minutes into this third period. Rodriguez with a shot. And Diaz is knocked down again, net front. Polling's arm goes up. And another one's gonna head off. So we'll be 5-on-3. Will we be 5-on-3 or will we be 5-on-4? There's a Delaware goal on the board. Also at 8:06. The penalty on Schneidmiller. So a primo power play goal for the Blue Hens. We will get you the particulars. And we're going to take a look back at instant replay and try to make heads or tails of the goal. Niagara penalty was assessed to number 5, Quinn Schneidmiller. 2 minutes for roughing. Time of the penalty, 8 minutes, 6 seconds in the third period. Delaware goal information forthcoming. Another chance net front from Luppy. Guido to the corner. He gets it back, opens fire from long range, and there's another, and we're going to stay with this one. So 2 power play goals for Delaware. In just over a minute's time. We're going to give you another look at that. Most recent goal. Jake Nema tipped it. We'll get the rest of the look here. That a power play goal at 9-10. So it's now 4-2. Advantage Delaware, or advantage still Niagara as we give you the slow-mo. And we're still trying to make sense of the goal at 8:06, so stand by for a summary of plenty before us. We've just hit halfway in the third period. And the Blue Hens have taken away half of Niagara's once 4-goal lead. Two goals, both on the Primo power play. The Hens are certainly back in this one. Delaware's first goal, 4th of the season, for number 11, Pat Meckel. Assisted by number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. Time of the power play goal, 8 minutes, 6 seconds in the third period. Meckel's 4th from Rodriguez at 8:06. Delaware's second goal, 9th of the season, for number 25, Jake Nema. Assisted by number 38, Dominic Guido. And number 17, Ryan Luppy. Time of the power play goal, 9 minutes, 10 seconds in the third period. Nima's ninth from Guido and Luppy at 9:10, a power play goal. Another dislodged net behind Zell with 8:21 to go in regulation. Brings a face-off to his right. Nima and Gilberts took the draw. Gilberts sent the puck the length of the ice. It's here in the broadcast studio. We do assist the off-ice officials in awarding assists, reviewing video replay of goals to confirm that players are getting their due credit. Iglesias lunges on the puck thrown in by Reda to deny Fancy a chance at what he hoped was a second goal tonight. Upcoming Men's Division I games for the Delaware Blue Hens, December 10th. That's tomorrow. They take on Niagara, and then they're home for 4 of their first 6. In January of 2023, against IUP on the 6th and 7th, Rhode Island on the 20th and 21st, and they'll be on the road against rival Stony Brook the weekend between. Full schedule at udellhockey.com. Tickets for home games available online at udellhockey.com as well, if you're in the area and able to join us here at Fred Rust Arena. Final 7. Infanger absorbs a check from Andrioli on his way up. One-timer, Smith losing his footing. Ostrander brought down the rebound, his shot intercepted by Davies. Cleared as far as Diaz at the Delaware blue line. In comes Ostrander again, but into a 1-on-3. He backhands the puck into the near corner. There's Cody Diaz again. Man, has he been roughed up tonight. Knocked you-know-what over Tea Kettle about 3 or 4 times and slow to get up the last couple. There, a shot from Campbell is held on to by Iglesias, and with 6.5 minutes to go, we've got a pause in play. Delaware clawing their way back into contention. What was a 4-0 deficit at the beginning of the period, thanks to 2 power play goals, is now just a pair. Tyfair's shot tipped high into the near corner. Tyfair gets his own rebound, crashes the net from the corner. Iglesias with another stop. This turned back by Loft into the Delaware end and called offside by Mike Campbell. Face-off is spotted at center. Guido and Sanders meet over the blue hen head at center ice. Donor and Sidoriak working at their own blue line. Cross-ice feed from Sidoriak to Guido after the puck had been volleyed from the Niagara blue line back across to blue hen territory. This cleared by Loft off the near boards. No icing. Donor could play the puck before the goal line, and he did 5 feet so. He saucers this across to Luppy, coming in up the near wall. Luppy chips the puck in to the near corner, where it's recovered by Tristan Tyfair of Niagara. Coulter races up the far side. Centering feed to Tyfair, blocked by Luppy, manning the net front area for the Hens. 5:20 to go in regulation. Tyfair, the recipient of a stretch pass. Berg stays with him. Iglesias makes the save and sends that puck into the netting. Out of play with 5 minutes and 15 seconds to go. Face-off will come to Iglesias' right, as spotted by Frank Solis. Christopher and Nima, both centers responsible for half of their respective teams' goals so far. Nima was offside. Dosen, deeper in the zone, will have to circle back. They both do. And that gives Coulter a free pass to set up a more deliberate breakout for the Eagles. It was tipped by Clemens up ice, but he was before center, and this will be called an icing. Much to the chagrin of Tom Moradian and his staff, with 4:42 to go in regulation. Delaware in a prime position now with an attacking zone drawn. Their choice of circle off the icing to try to cut the Niagara lead down to a single goal. Reichel overskated the puck as it caromed to the far half wall. Ryland Clemens works it back to center. Nima and Coulter collide. Dosen lays a heavy shoulder into Retta behind the Niagara goal, trying to muscle the puck away from him. Here he propels Coulter into the near corner. Nima sweeps in, can't keep moving. Coulter picks up the loose puck behind his own goal. He hits Bunn on the breakout. 2-on-2, Bunn kept to the wall by Berg near side. Tried to drop it off to Coulter, intercepted by Reichel. Final 4 minutes. Rodriguez slowed up by David Christopher just beyond center. Puck comes back in to Hens territory, where Luce leaves it to Berg and heads off for a change. Rodriguez flubs the play action. Berg stick handles up the left side, flips this puck about knee high to Rodriguez, who got tied up in traffic just inside the line. Andrioli turns it back the other way, recovered by Donor. Plays the puck behind his own goal to Sidoriak, stretched ahead to Rodriguez, final 200. Rodriguez got tied up with Persson in the far corner. This shot in wide off the stick of Ostrander. Ostrander gets a shove at the dot. Diaz couldn't maintain control. Davies poked the puck away from him in the corner, but Donor held the left point for the Hens. This will come back an icing with 2:46 to go in regulation. We've got to keep an eye on Iggy and see when he makes a break for the bench in exchange for an extra attacker. Given this situation, it's got to be imminent. On the contrary, the Niagara breakout has been frequent and potent. Davies, Nima, and along with them, Persson got tied up below the goal. Persson gains center, throws a long shot in, stopped by Iglesias. A reminder to you all, we'll do this all again tomorrow. Airtime 3:30 here on Delaware Hockey Night TV. Game time 3:45 for the second meeting of the Blue Hens and the Purple Eagles. A big thank you goes out to our videographer Madeline Quick for doing a heck of a job behind the scenes. And really growing into this role through the course of the fall semester. Rodriguez scores! Yes, sir! Ryan Rodriguez on the doorstep. Gets the net front feed from Ryan Luppy. And it's now a 4-3 hockey game. My goodness. Guido was on after the line change procedure had concluded. So he's forced to head back. And Luppy is on. Oh, Delaware goal! His 13th of the season, scored by number 22, Ryan Rodriguez. Assisted by number 17, Ryan Luppy. Time of the goal, 18 minutes, 23 seconds in the third period. Rodriguez's 13th from Luppy at 18:23. Delaware had dislodged the Niagara net, so the faceoff comes above the blue line. Sidoriak protects for the Hens. Flips the puck back to Donor. 1 minute remaining in the period. 1 minute. And Iglesias is staying put, as dangerous as this Niagara breakout has been. Sanders cross ice to Coulter. Fed ahead to Tyfair. He's tied up by Sidoriak in the corner. Puck rolled loose behind the cage. It is caromed up the near side. Guido, Diaz, neither one could bring it down. Sanders has it tied up at the wall, walked in by Thurston. Guido picks up a loose puck, and now Iglesias breaks for the bench. Final 23 seconds, and play is whistled to a halt. Hens were offside, and Iglesias heads back to his office. Face-off will be just above the Niagara blue line. Nima again, slowed up by Manning, trying to collapse over the puck. Final 15 seconds. Donor ahead to Nima. Rodriguez was offside. Now he tags up. But that gave the Purple Eagles enough time to react. Donor, final 3 seconds, looks slapper. Stick handles through traffic. The horn sounds, and that, friends, will do it. Tonight's final score: Niagara Purple Eagles 4, Delaware Blue Hens 3. Final shots on goal: Delaware 28, Niagara 25. We'll be back momentarily with the 3 stars of the game, presented by Sid's Barbecue and Jerky here on Delaware Hockey Night. It's all brought to you by Heather Ray Long.
Bridges have connected people for centuries. When it comes to helping small businesses build bridges with the people they serve, there's a new gold standard. 412 Communications offers a uniquely comprehensive array of media solutions to help your brand establish and maintain strong, lasting connections with your clientele.
There's nothing all-American quite like a good old-fashioned barbecue. Sid's Barbecue and Jerky brings the most tender and flavorful pulled pork, brisket, and barbecue chicken to the tri-state area, and is sure to turn your next gathering into a truly all-American event. Visit Sid's on Ridge Road in Claymont, Delaware, or place your next catering order at sidsbbqandjerky.com.
despite a valiant third period rally with goals from Pat Meckel, Jake Nema, and Ryan Rodriguez. Hens fall short of the Niagara Purple Eagles, led by a pair of goals from David Christopher, earning first star honors. As you saw, Rodriguez second star, and Tristan Tyfair with a heck of a game as well. 3 assists for him. Holding steady in a supporting role as Niagara improves to 10-7 on the year. Delaware down to 8-10-1. They finished well, to say the absolute least of it, and they'll have a solid chance ahead of them to come out of the weekend with a split tomorrow. Airtime 3:30, game time 3:45. As always, Delaware Hockey Night is a copyrighted production of 412 Communications. All rights reserved. Tonight's final score, one more time: the Niagara University Purple Eagles 4 and the Delaware Blue Hens 3. For the whole crew, for Madeline Quick, for Joe Sindoni, Ray Catolo, Molly Joe Rosa, Josie Billett, Curtis MacDonald, Leighton Worthy, the entire behind-the-scenes crew. James Witherite thanking you for your company. We'll do it all again tomorrow. We'll see you at 3:30. Game time 3:45 from right here at Fred Rust Arena. Have a great night, everybody. We'll see you again tomorrow afternoon.